Hello chess lovers, Student here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at an interesting attacking game which reminds me of famous Lasker vs Bauer game. Earlier I have already covered that game where Lasker sacrifices both bishops, exposes opponent's king and makes it vulnerable. In case you missed that game, the link I will pin in the comment section, and here is another game where the same scenario is repeated. On the white side is Vladimir Ivanov and his opponent is Aarne Hermlin. The game was played in 1996 in Helsinki, and now we will see how the events unfolded. Ivanov opened up with e4, to which Hermlin answered with d5. The good old Scandinavian defense is on the board. Bishop c4, white is inviting knight takes c3, which can allow him to get a solid central pawn structure, but black is rejecting the offer and decides to leave the knight in the center of the board. d4, black castled kingside, bishop d2, nothing special at the moment. Both players are simply hurrying to develop their pieces, and thus we are getting a symmetrical pawn structure. h3 a5, black understands that sooner or later white is going to castle queenside, that's why he's starting a queenside expansion. Rook e8, and finally white is also castling. White is castling queenside, opposite side castlings are on the board, which as you know leads to a sharp battle. a4, knight g3, bishop e6, king b1 queen b6, and g5, knight e4. An exchange on e4 followed, and a3 with the direct mating threat. Black is temporarily sacrificing a pawn, but now will win it back. Then queen takes d4 followed. Although queen takes d4 straight away was also playable, but black somehow created weakness on the queen side and only then made that move. Meanwhile, white's dark squared bishop is occupying the long diagonal, from where it can be useful both when organizing the defense and also can have an active role in the attack. And there it goes. It's high time for sacrifices, and here we go. Bishop takes h7 check is on the board. King takes h7, queen h5 check, king g8, and there comes bishop takes g7. Let me tell you that the sacrifice is not accurate, and solid defense allows black to survive, but black misses that line. Let's just first go through the game and then we will cover the sidelines together. g6. Already white is threatening a checkmate, right? Or checkmate. And in here black panicked, played bishop g5. Maybe black's idea was that now if you accept the bishop sacrifice, then with f6 black can survive, but there followed queen h7 check, king f8, and now you can give a try to find white's next move. Ready? Here we go. Did you manage to find this fantastic rook d7 move? The threat is rook takes f7, and here there is no way out. Black played queen takes b3 because other moves are losing by force, are losing on the spot. By giving up the queen, black tried to get some counterplay, but there is no way out. The first rank is securely covered by white's h-rook, and these bishops alone can't do anything against the queen. Moreover, the king is vulnerable and the attack goes on. Queen d3 b5, queen f3, rook e7, an exchange on e7 followed, and after queen takes c6 finally resignation followed. What I want to do right now is to go back and start the analysis from this move on. Well, in here look, better is playing rook d4 with the idea of rook h4. To rook d4 black should answer with very interesting bishop takes b3 move. Now if c takes b3, then in this case black has this queen b5 move. Rook h4 can't be played because of queen d3 check. Also now black wants to win this pawn on g5, and after bishop takes b3, if a takes b3, then h2 check. If king a1, then queen c5 hitting on c3, If here, then black has a very strong move. Can you find that move? Bishop f6. And black is even winning, you know? Now that's why in here, after bishop takes b3, you should play c takes b3, the most accurate move, but rook d4 was not made in the game. Instead we have bishop takes g7, and now let's see what's the problem with it. King takes g7, queen h6 check, king g8, g6, and now please pause the video and try to find the best defense for black. Ready? Well, as you remember, in the game bishop g5 was made, and the best move is actually bishop f6. If rook d7 now, then just bishop g7. If here, then king f8, and it makes a huge sense of having the bishop on g7 rather than on g5, right? The f7 square is successfully guarded, but in the game we have bishop g5, after which black's position collapsed quickly. Rook d7, queen takes b3, a takes b3. Probably you guessed that c takes b3 can't be played because of this check, and now it's black who is winning. A very, very beautiful checkmate. Yeah, that's why white just made a takes b3, and then king b2, and yeah, it's over. It's white who is winning. So this is it, dear chess lovers. Hope that you enjoyed the game. Feel free to share with your friends as well. And in the end, a thematic chess puzzle where the task is to win with the black pieces. As usual, we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in my next video. Take care.